Last thing I wanted to show you is really the power of using SAM. So our SAM file was quite simple. You remember, just YAML, a few lines of code. But the CloudFormation, I want to show you how complex it is. If you click on the Hello World SAM, and you can see that it was creating so many resources for you, create a few outputs, or no outputs for this one, obviously, because we haven't specified it. It generated a bunch of events. You could go all the way to looking at what the template is, which is, here is the original template, okay, which was pretty simple. And then the process template can be huge. And so if we have a look, we can go ahead and do other actions, view, edit, and designer. And so in CloudFormation Designer, we basically get to see how much was created by SAM. And so as we can see right here, if we scroll back, we see that a lot of things were created. There was an API gateway, there was some permissions, some Lambda function, a role, and a DynamoDB table. All of this was generated automatically by CloudFormation for you and the serverless framework. Obviously, it can be even more complicated if you wanted to, but it just gives you an idea of how easy the management of your Lambda function and your gateway and your APIs is using SAM. And I think that's what AWS wants you to understand before you prepare the exam, is that SAM is really the one way to deploy your Lambda function onto AWS, and that it automates a lot of the trouble for you, and that you have to use CloudFormation to do package and deploy. That's it. The last thing I wanted to show you is that if you go to the Lambda Management Console, let's go back to another region. I want to go to my North Virginia one region because I know in the UI it is there. If I create a function, right here, I go to my dashboard and create a function, we can see that there's a third option called the Serverless Application Repository. And so this is actually a bunch of SAM templates created by a lot of people. And you can look through and see whatever these people have created. But if we go to Hello World, there must be a Hello World. There's a Hello World right here. And so if we go to Hello World Python, we click on it, we get to see the source code, we get to see the templates which generates this, and we see this is a serverless function that gets generated, and there's a transform of serverless, so this is a SAM template, and so on. So you're able to see a lot of different SAM templates created by other people. And if I go right back down, there are over 350 applications in there. So whatever SAM template you want to create, probably you can find an example in here. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that was a good overview of how SAM works, and I will see you in the next lecture.